This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Okay, so on my way into work this morning, I heard this in the car, and it made me emotional.
This is where we used to live. Why did you paint the walls? Why did you clean the floor? Why did you plaster over the hole I punched in the door? This is where we
Okay.
Bare Naked Ladies, Old Apartment.
I love that song, but
I love that song,
why
too.
are you getting emotional?
I never really listened to the lyrics that closely. They're talking about breaking into their old apartment and just how all the things were not quite the same. Some things were. Why did they change certain things? And then I realized it's October 1st, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was a year ago we moved out of our house of 40 years. And I still think about the house.
Mm-hmm.
I still think about the house. And in Etobicoke, we sold our family house of 40 years last October, and my mom downsized to a condo. And I'm still friends with the neighbors. So I texted the neighbors and stuff, and the neighbor texted me saying, you know, the new guys who bought your house, they're making a lot of changes. They're doing some renos. And I think about, like, my curiosity. I haven't done the drive-by yet, but I'm like, I wonder what they did. Like, what did they do? Like, did they knock any walls down? Then they changed my old bedroom. What about the basement where we used to play mini stick hockey? What about the room where my brother and I used to scrap, which is basically all the rooms? Like, what did they do? What about those marks my brother and I left on the wall? Did they paint those over? And I'm listening to the song and I'm tearing up going, oh my God, I've listened to this song for like 20, 30 years whenever it came out in the 90s. And I just always rock out to it. It's never hit me that way.
Yeah.
It's the first time I heard that song and it hit me that way.
And so you've had lived in the same house until you moved out. That's why you have all those memories there. But when I was growing up, we lived in like 3 houses. And my mom's still in the 3rd house.
Okay.
But same thing, like I would go back into my old neighborhood and look, and I almost didn't wish that I didn't do that, because then you would see the changes and you're like, why'd they change my house? And you're like, it's not your house.
I think that's why I'm low-key kind of afraid to go by. Now, I don't think they've done anything externally.
Yeah.
And I think you got to let more time pass before you have the guts to do the knock on the door and be like, hey,
I've never done that.
Yeah, and is it weird?
But someone did it at my first house I bought here in Toronto.
Oh.
They came and knocked on the door, and she was all emotional. I was like, what's happening? Am I getting scammed? And my daughter was like maybe a year old at the time. It was just me at home. And she was like, my grandparents lived here. And she's like, I just wanted to see what the house looked like. It looks totally different.
And you let her
I let her in.
Okay.
And because she started telling me there was a fire upstairs, and our realtor had told us that like back in the
Okay.
day. And she was like really emotional. She's like, I didn't even expect you to answer the door. She's like, I just wanted to come see the house. So that was really
Wow.
cool.
I did it with my old student house in Hamilton with some buddies. That was 3 years we lived there. That wasn't as emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know that I think I need more separation right
Yeah.
now. I think I need more years to pass before
Yeah.
I do something like that. But my curiosity's getting to me. And now, love Bare Naked Ladies. But now I realize every time I hear that song, it's going to hit me differently than it did for the first 25 years that I heard it.
Dear.
Actually, you know what? You tell us. Have you ever gone by your former home and knocked on the door to see what it's like? Have you tried that? Or maybe someone knocked on your door that used to live there. How did it go? Janetta, who's in transit right now, what's your story?
I've done that, but the big one is when my dad and I went to my grandmother's cottage up on Wadsworth Lake. And she and her second husband had rebuilt the original cottage and had made a lot of, they had recreated it and built it out of stone.
Okay.
She was an interior designer and he was a architect. So the lady who answered the door was super nice. And she allowed us to go for a tour, and it was amazing.
Had she made a lot of changes, or had she sort of maintained what you're...
No, she actually kept the inside really similar, other than her own interior decor. Like, it was amazing.
How did it make you and your dad feel when you walked in there?
I was very emotional because I was very close to my babcha, my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That, you know, Janetta, that's the thing. I know it's only been a year, but I can already feel it. Just thinking about it, walking in the house, I can already feel myself getting emotional. Do you have any
For sure.
advice for me if my brother and my mom and I, if we were to go back into the house at some point?
I'd say just be really friendly and try not to take anything personally in terms of especially if they've changed anything.
Right. And also just try not to take anything.
Oh, that too.
I'm like, hey, this is mine. I
None of
left
it's
this
yours.
here. Yeah, I know. Janetta, thanks so much for sharing. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Kind of in my feelings this morning. Nina from Toronto, has this happened to you?
Well, this summer was an extraordinary experience. I went back home in Mexico. My parents moved from a province to Mexico City when I was born, so that's 60 years ago.
Okay.
And none of us have ever go back to the house where my parents and all of my siblings lived. So we were at a restaurant right at the corner, and one of my cousins says, "Oh, there is the current owner of the house that you lived in."
Okay.
So I stood up right away, and we went to see the house, and it was transformed. According to my sisters, I don't remember, I was literally like 7 months old. One of my sisters was very emotional. She cried, and the owners were stunned. You know, my sisters remembered that there were stairs here, there was a room here, this was my parents' room. So it was an amazing experience to go back after 60 years.
60 years. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's such an incredible story. Nina, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
I love you guys.
Thank you for listening.
All right.
Thanks,
care.
Nina. Take care.
Bye.
Kim texting in saying, hey, Gurdeep, I say don't go back. Keep the memories of the past in your mind. Look forward to the future. This way you may not be disappointed. Okay, I like that advice. That's pretty good. Susie texting in saying, I drive by my old house all the time. I haven't knocked on the door yet. We own the house for over 45 years. Wow, I should mention I'm not going out of my way. Okay, all right. That's all pretty good advice. Let's try a call here. So, Faniza in Toronto, have you gone by your old house?
I have, and it looked different. Like, it brought back so much more memories, but the new owners, they changed up a lot of stuff.
And how did that make you feel?
It made me sad, to be honest, but it is what it is. You got to move on with life.
How many years had passed from the time you lived there to the time you went to go see it?
I want to say about 7.
About 7 years or so. Okay.
Were you happy that you actually did go back, though, even though they did make the changes? Or were you like, I never should have went back?
I had mixed emotions, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for me? I'm not going to go anytime soon because it's just been a year since we moved out of my house of 40 years. Do you have any advice for me if I do it?
I would say push yourself to go see it because it can bring back that memory for you. It could be a happy memory, if you want to see your old house. It will bring some happy memories.
I think if I do it, I would go with my brother and my mom, so we do it all at once, so we're not all doing it on separate trips.
Be prepared for the change.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself that it's not going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, I personally, my brother and I are curious. I think my mom almost doesn't want to. I think for her, it's going to be really, really hard. Faniza, thanks so much for the call. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, so it is the daily single because Pooja is off not well. Guess what's getting a sequel almost 20 years later?
Oh, there's so many things I would want to have a sequel.
I know. I did not. This one wasn't on my radar to get a sequel.
Okay.
The Simpsons.
What?
The Simpsons are
It's
headed
not
back to
over
the
yet.
big screen.
Oh, movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, sequel. Okay, I get it. Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Disney and 20th Century Studios announced on Instagram this week, the post just said, woohoo! The Simpsons are coming to theaters with an all-new movie July 23rd, 2027.
I always forget that the show is still on. It's been running for so long.
Season 37.
That's crazy.
The show is on. And this movie, they're announcing this so far in advance. July 23rd, 2027. So it's like more than 18 months away. First of all, I can't believe that the original Simpsons movie was almost 20 years ago.
Me neither.
Like, you must have seen that in theaters?
Yeah, I thought that was maybe 10, maybe 15 if I have to think about it, but 20 seems
I would have said around
really
2010,
far.
but 2007 is when this movie came out. The new movie poster is kind of cheeky. It's a picture of a donut, and Homer's got his hands on it. It's just Homer's hand and a donut, the classic Homer donut, and it says Homer's coming back for seconds.
Was the first one where they had the Spider Pig? Was that the one?
Spider Pig.
Is that Spider Pig?
Yes. Does whatever a Spider Pig does. So if you remember the first movie, Steph, good callback there. It followed Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie as Springfield was placed under a dome during an environmental crisis.
right.
And had that famous scene where Bart was on the skateboard and he was naked and all his particulars were covered by a bush, except there was one sequence where there was no bushes, and then you just saw Bart and it was like, what? what is happening? I guess you could do that in the movies. So it follows, the Simpsons movie. That first one, by the way, did well. It made over $536 million worldwide.
Wow.
In theaters. Now, obviously, in those 20 years, we're now living in an era where people aren't going to the theater as much. I'm guessing, they haven't said, but I'm guessing this is going to be one of those simultaneous theater drops and then also like Disney Plus.
Quick release,
drops. So quick release, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you excited? Would you go see the Simpsons movie?
I don't know if I would go see it in theaters, but yeah, I've always loved Simpsons. Like I said, I forget it's on, but when I do catch it, I do sit and watch it again.
I will say, it used to be appointment viewing. Remember Sunday night, 8 o'clock, always the Simpsons, and then it was like Lois and Clark, if you were into that too. It was always back to back, right? With Dean Cain, who's now a little offside. Anyway, we won't get into that. But I did get back into Simpsons recently because I do have Disney Plus, and I started watching some of the recent episodes. They don't all hit. They try to be very modern. They're talking about Bitcoin and social media and all these different things. However, some of the episodes are still really funny, really satirical, really still hit the sweet spot.
I wonder if, and they obviously haven't said anything, but because they're pushing it to 2027, if maybe they're going to wrap up the series and then end it with the movie?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think this might outlive you and I.
Did you just say it's a 38th season?
37th.
Oh, are they going to make it to 40 and then wrap it up?
Why are you pushing the wrap-up narrative?
Just because I can't believe it's still on.
Bart's still 10. Doesn't need to wrap up. I think it's going to outlive you and I, Steph.
I think so. I think you're right.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
It happened again.
Uh-oh.
No, it's a good thing.
That could be many things with you.
I know, right? Because last week I spilled spirulina all over me in the car. That didn't happen. No, this is great. This happened a few years ago, and I haven't been able to knock this feet out since. And I wonder if you've done this in the car. I made it to work today from my condo, which is about 15-minute drive, without my car ever coming to a stop.
Oh, you're playing the commuting games again.
And I wasn't even trying to play. It lured me in like a temptress.
Did it?
Well, because I wasn't really thinking about it because there's multiple stop signs and then multiple traffic lights on my way to work. But I realized as I was driving down Adelaide, so I was about maybe a third of the way into my commute. I'm like, oh, I haven't stopped yet. Just by happenstance.
Okay.
I haven't stopped because
everything was legal.
Everything was legal,
Okay.
I should mention. Yeah, I'm not including the couple of stop signs by my condo. Obviously, you got to stop at those. But once I get on Adelaide and I'm talking traffic lights,
went all green.
Cause I hit several greens in a row, and then I'm like, okay, I'm like, this isn't going to last. Because then the next one was red at university.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever, it's over. And then I start slowing down. And then it changes. And I go, okay, now I'm halfway to work. Now I got to try and keep this going. So I did have to manipulate it a bit. There was a couple of spots on Jarvis where I saw that it was red. So I slowed down much sooner than I would have normally slowed down just to sort of cruise.
You were going like 2?
Yeah. And the beauty is I'm not inconveniencing anyone because at that time,
there's no one
else on the road.
Yeah.
So once I get to Jarvis, even if the lights are red, I know I can manage it because I can see all the lights. I can time it.
I wish. That would never happen on my commute. There's always going to be a red light. Plus, I take side streets. There's always stop signs. So I could never do a full drive without stopping.
I got to tell you, it feels good. And once I knew I was in the home stretch, once I was making that turn onto Isabella into the Rogers campus, I was like, yes!
Did you stop underground though when you parked, or did you just leave it in neutral?
My car is still rolling. It is rolling down to P5.
Nice. Right on. That's super safe.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Man, everything is all Blue Jays right now, and I love to see it. It is such a positive time. The postseason gets started for the Jays on Saturday, taking on the Yankees or the Red Sox. And George Springer, unquestionably the Blue Jays MVP this year. The guy's 36 years old, and he had maybe the best season of his career. And he's become famous for a couple of reasons. Taking his shirt off, for one. And two, because after the Jays won the division on Sunday, he had this viral moment with Sportsnet's own Hazel May.
You told me if you won the division that you would be on a policeman's horse up and down Bremner Avenue with the tarp off and the shirt flinging. Is that still the plan?
Tarp off, police horse is ready. Here we go.
All right.
And by the way, I had to explain this to producer Chris. Tarp off means shirt off. So, and if you notice with George Springer, the guy had the shirt off in the team picture. He disappeared to the dugout. He came flying out with his shirt off. That's become his thing. So he has said they win the World Series. He wants to ride a police horse down Bremner. No tarp. tarps off. And yeah, the Toronto police, they responded this week.
Hey, George, we heard you're looking for a ride down Bremner. We just might have the horse for you. So if the Toronto Blue Jays can bring the World Series back to Toronto, this Blue Jay just might give you that ride. Looking forward to October baseball. Go Jays, go.
Let's do it. I love Springer. I love this response from the police. I will say, I think the one thing George Springer is not factoring in, I don't think George Springer has ever been in Toronto in November.
It's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly.
Wait a minute, though. If the weather stays the way it's currently,
right now, it's amazing.
Be beautiful.
It could be. Listen, I'm an optimist. Let's hope the weather is like 20 degrees a month from now. But like normally, listen, the Jays have not gone this deep with George Springer on the roster, so he normally would be out of here this time of year or like a few days from now. Then the Jays get knocked out. Like in previous years, he takes off to wherever his off-season home is, presumably somewhere warmer. If he's still playing baseball in Toronto in a month, he may be rethinking the no tarp thing.
It could be tarp off and a scarf. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. That's true. He didn't say, no tarp and a Gore-Tex jacket. Okay, so
Toque and a scarf. Good.
Exactly. We want to get a little silly. We want to know, people always say, I'm going to Disney World. I'm going tarp off on a police horse down Bremner. We want to know what the crazy thing is you would want to do if you won the World Series. Chris, you're a Blue Jays fan. If you won the World Series, what would you do?
First, I just want to know, when did we start saying tarp off? Am I late to that party?
You're a little late to the party.
Thank you for explaining it. Okay, this is something I've always wanted to do. And now that I'm at Rogers, I might have some connections to be able to do this if I won the World Series. I want to rent out the Rogers Center and have maybe 10 of my closest friends and do a karaoke night. With 50,000 empty seats and the acoustic. Imagine having the most epic karaoke night.
Just 10 people with the whole Rogers Center?
That's right.
You could do that in my condo.
I want to have my Lady Gaga moment.
Rogers Center, exactly.
That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Steph, what would you do?
I would just start painting everything blue. Like Rogers Center's all blue, CN Tower's all blue, Blue Jays Way is blue, like everyone's blue.
So instead of paint the town red, you're going to paint the town blue.
Everyone's blue. Everything's blue.
I like that. Blue Man Group would be a big fan of that.
Yes, Avatar playing on the screen.
I've always said, like, when the Leafs win the Stanley Cup, I would get a Leafs tattoo with the year in it and stuff. So I don't want to copy that exact same answer for the Blue Jays. So I'm going to say if the Blue Jays win the World Series, I'd get a Vladimir Guerrero. I get Vladimir Guerrero's face tattooed on my face.
No, you wouldn't.
Yep. So it would be two Vladdies, one me. I'd be Vladdy.
So you Pooja and Vladdy in the morning.
I get Vladdy's face tattooed on my face if the Jays won the World Series.
Okay.
What is the crazy thing you would do if the Blue Jays won the World Series? That's what we want to know. It's an optimistic Thursday. Give us a call.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
What would you do if the Jays won the World Series, all inspired by George Springer, who said he would ride a police horse down Bremner, no tarp, a.k.a. no shirt. Drinda
now
from
you're taking everything on
now,
no shorts.
No, sorry. This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Show After Dark. That's what this is. Drinda from Ajax, what would you do?
I'd be on that horse with George Springer.
You'd be on the horse with him. You'd be riding behind him.
I would be riding behind him going, woohoo!
Now, he's going to be tarp off. He's going to be shirt off.
No, got to keep it family friendly.
Okay, listen, we appreciate that here at CHFI. Okay, so you're riding shotgun on the horse with George Springer. Drinda, we love it.
I love the Jays. I love you guys. 3-peat. Here we go.
Let's go, baby. Drinda, thanks for the call.
Bye, guys.
Okay, Drinda's fired up. We love it. What's the crazy thing you'd do if the Blue Jays won the World Series? Let's head to Guelph. Maureen.
Run outside naked.
Okay. You'd run outside naked all over Guelph?
Yes.
Or all over Southern Ontario?
No, all over Guelph.
Okay, yeah. Southern Ontario's a bridge too far.
Only where people know her, she's going to go do that.
Yeah. You want the neighbors to see. Now, would you paint yourself blue or just go au naturel?
I would paint myself blue.
Okay, so you're kind of combining Steph's answer.
Yeah.
Steph's going to paint everything blue, including your body, and then you're going to run around.
In Guelph.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, excellent. All
right.
This would also be celebrating the upcoming Smurfs movie as well.
Yes.
Cindy texting in saying, I'd paint the White House blue with a Blue Jay flag. The Blue House. I like that. This text coming in here saying, I would have a chocolate statue made of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I know, but then would you eat it?
I think you have to eat it.
But it would melt.
You'd nibble it. Nom, 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 nom. You got to start nibbling. What part would you eat first? Like when you have a chocolate bunny, what part do you eat first?
Their ears.
Really?
Yeah.
I go with the toes.
Ew, what?
I don't know.
Dirty.
It's all chocolate. Why is that gross? It's chocolate.
Because if it's a statue, you're placing it on the ground. The feet are going to be the dirtiest.
Yeah, but hear me out. Nom, 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 nom. What's the crazy thing you do if the Blue Jays won the World Series?
It's not even Friday yet.
Isn't it?
No.
This short week has messed me up. Cindy in Scarborough, what would you do?
So I am a teacher, and my kids would come into a classroom plastered with Blue Jay everything, projector of the replays on the wall. There's going to be a decal on the window. There's going to be streamers everywhere. I'm going to be wearing all the Blue Jays everything, hat, everything. And they're just going to walk into a little Blue Jay world.
Oh, wow. So you're really going to do this. You're going to deck out your class if the Jays win the World Series into
There's already little Blue Jay logos on our calendar for every day. They know I've been wearing my Blue Jay jerseys. Every Monday morning, we write a Dear Journal, and this journal was this weekend, the Blue Jays won, the ALLC, everything. The kids already know, but the entire classroom.
You are hardcore. Cindy, do you want to shout out your school and your class?
St. Columba in Scarborough, and Let's Go Jays Go, and Kirky, keep it up.
Yes, Kirky. We'll take 2 more home runs every single game. Cindy, thanks for the call.
I'm going to go with 3. I want a hat trick. I didn't know you can get a hat trick in baseball, but he's going to set it off. Start the standard. Set it up.
If hockey and baseball could have a baby, we'd have Kirky hitting a hat trick of home runs.
There you go. That's what's up.
Cindy, thanks for the call.
All right. Have a good one. Go Jays, go.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Okay, so if you're driving in right now, you're at home, you're getting ready, I got a question for you. What was the first CD you ever bought or owned? Do you remember? Stop and think about it. It is CD player day, and we're getting nostalgic here. For me, I remember this really well because this actually, believe it or not, how rare is this? The first album I ever owned on CD is actually my favorite album of all time.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
It makes sense, though, why you would have purchased it then.
But I didn't know that it was going to become, I bought it for a couple of the singles, and then it's an album, there's no skips. For me, it's a back to front. I just listened to it on the weekend, actually. It's Michael Jackson, Dangerous. That's track 10.
That's such a good song. I forgot about that song too.
With Slash from Guns N' Roses on guitar. That album, man, and I'm back down the rabbit hole because I just saw MJ the Musical, which takes place sort of in the days preparing for the Dangerous World Tour. So I am so back deep down the rabbit hole with Dangerous. My first vinyl was Thriller. My first CD was Dangerous. And that's my number 1 of all time. What was yours?
Mine, not as nostalgic in the sense that I fell in love with it. It was just the time. My sister had a couple of the cassettes previous to this one, and my very first CD was, do you remember the Much Dance Mixes?
Do I ever?
So it was Much Dance Mix 95, and I listened to that front to back I killed that CD.
Let it rip. Let's hear it.
Yes. There's so many good songs on it. Love it.
Come on.
This was my favorite song on here. No, it wasn't Venga Boys. It was, oh my God, now I forgot. Fun Factory.
This is Fun Factory.
Both of them were Fun Factory. Yes, so good.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was such a good CD. I want to find it again.
I had that. It was so good.
Yeah, because my brother bought a lot of CDs before I purchased these, so I just rip his off and just listen to them.
Same, yeah. That's
and
the beauty of having
had cassettes.
Yeah, beauty of having older siblings. I love that. And there were so many good. It was dance mixes, and it was Much Dance.
Yes,
and they were just fantastic.
They were so good.
And then we got into our ripping CD, burning
Napster.
CDs era, in the late 2000s. None of us ever did that, of course. No, it was highly illegal. We never.
I know. My friends did it.
Never burned a CD. Yeah. I was in the car. I listened. I was an accomplice.
Yes, that's right.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Okay, so the Blue Jays play on Saturday, right? We know they're off this week. We don't know who they're going to play. It's either going to be the Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees. That's a best-of-3 series. The Red Sox won yesterday, so if they win today, it's over. And by the way, Game 1 and 2 for this Saturday and Sunday sold out in less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
Game, that's 50,000 seats. Boom, gone. Game 5, if that happens, will also be in Toronto. That one's sold out in less than 90 minutes. So the two games that would be in either Boston or New York are Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, October 7th and 8th. Okay. If the Yankees win, Jays fans are going to have a heck of a time trying to go down to see games in New York if they wanted to. Because Ticketmaster has banned Canadians from purchasing tickets.
Ticketmaster?
Yeah, so
what's their beef?
If you, and I think that the team probably dictated this, right? The team probably set the parameters for the tickets that are up there.
Right.
So when you go to Ticketmaster as a Canadian and you try to purchase a ticket for a potential game 3 or 4 in New York, you get a message that says, orders from credit card billing addresses outside of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania will be canceled without notice with refunds given. So you have to be from one of those 4 states, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania, which are typically states that support the New York Yankees.
Okay, but has this ever happened before? Because aren't you allowed to go to other games in other places to watch your team?
There is some precedent for this. It has happened. I guess it surprises me that a team as grand and storied as the New York Yankees would sort of stoop to this level and be petty enough to do it. I should note, we're doing it too.
Okay. So
the Blue Jays are doing the exact same thing. We are limiting the purchase of playoff tickets. You have to have a Canadian billing address to go see.
Okay, but so why are they doing this? Because they only want their own fans there? But
yeah.
I know, but then the other team wants their fans there to cheer them on.
It's a bit of a quid pro quo, right? So there is a bit of a workaround that will cost you more. Like, so you can still buy tickets off third-party websites like StubHub.
Right,
They don't have those restrictions. You will pay a crazy markup for those. It's worth noting that if Boston gets through, and they won yesterday, Boston doesn't currently have any restrictions on Fenway. So that would be sweet because Jays fans could go to Fenway, but currently
then they can't come here.
They can't come up here. So, like, here's the thing. I don't have too much of a problem with this because the Jays had such a good home season with 54 wins at Rogers Center. It was the most wins of any team in the American League at home. So I would rather protect the sanctity and not poison our waters with obnoxious, loud,
Does it
intoxicated.
distract them though?
I mean, have you met anyone from New York? They're loud.
Yeah, I
and
know.
fans that are compelled enough to drive up here or fly up here, they're going to be loud. They're going to be annoying.
But that happens like in basketball. It happens in hockey, and it doesn't really affect the team, does it?
I mean, I don't know. I just know the Jays have played so well in front of the home fans all season. The atmosphere in New York is going to be loud and obnoxious regardless, even if you do sprinkle in a few
Yeah,
Jays
but that's
fans.
New York.
So
it's always loud.
that's what I'm
Love it.
saying. So I would rather protect. It's going to be loud and obnoxious. Exactly. So I'd rather protect our home base and keep it all Jays fans, keep the New Yorkers out because they're going to be loud.
But the point of having two teams against each other, that the fans can also come and support their team, right?
This is true, but we have home field advantage, so we have 3 of the 5 games. So I would rather protect it for 3 of the 5 games. So I'm okay with this.
I don't know if I like this or not.
I don't. Yeah, I know it makes you feel dirty, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't like it at first, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take that trade. I'll take the protection of 50,000.
But is it because
Jays
we're
fans.
playing here first?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
And it's because we have 3 of the 5 games. If we were the road team, I'd feel different ways about it.
Yes, exactly.
My Toronto bias is showing. Absolutely.
Okay.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
All right, so we are days away from the MLB playoffs for the Toronto Blue Jays. The playoffs started last night with the wild card round, but the Jays are off this week as they get set for the American League Division Series. The Jays will take on the winner of the Red Sox and the Yankees. By the way, the Red Sox won yesterday, so they're up 1-0 in that series. If they win today, it's over, and we're playing Boston. And the Jays dropped their new postseason slogan this week. The slogan is "Want It All." They put out this short video clip on social media. It's set to Queen's 1989 hit, "Want It All."
Oh, you can hear it under the buzzer there.
That's just a little taste. That's just the end. So they raised a flag at City Hall, actually, with "Want It All" on it. The slogan during this season was "Lights Up, Let's Go." How did you feel about that one?
No, I Want It All better.
I like "Want It All" better, right?
Yeah.
"Want It All," it's more to the point. I didn't mind "Lights Up, Let's Go." I mean, it's better than the alternative, "Lights Down, let's leave."
It wasn't attached to a song, though, was it?
No, that one
That's why I
wasn't.
think I like this one better, because I love Queen. Love it.
And it's just, it's easy to type out. I like it because it's on point. It's hashtag "Want It All." It's easy to attach to social if you're doing stuff. I hate when companies try to get something going with a hashtag, but it's like ridiculously long. It's a sentence and you're on your phone trying to type it out.
And then when you try to read the hashtag, it doesn't make sense.
I'm like, and then do I capitalize certain letters to let you know that like when the next word starts?
Yeah.
And there's no autocorrect on hashtags.
No.
So like you're on your own. You're swimming like without a paddle when you're typing out a hashtag.
Yeah. And sometimes there's inappropriate words mixed in there. You're like, wait, you didn't double check this.
Yeah. Hashtag want it all if you want to get in and all the Blue Jays fun.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So today is Name Your Car Day. And we have a pretty interesting relationship with cars in this room because I think it's pretty rare. Between producer Chris, you, and myself, we all have cars that are quite old.
Mm-hmm.
Quite old. My car was purchased in 2010. It's a 2011 model. Yours is a 2014, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot of mileage on our cars. So it's Name Your Car Day, and we thought, let's come up with songs for our cars. Like if our cars had songs and dating profiles.
Yeah.
What would those look like? I don't know if this is something. I know people name their cars. I don't know if they've ever thought about if they have a theme song or what this, what the dating profile would look like. I love my car. My car's super reliable. It's given me very few issues. I've only got 160,000 kilometers on it in 15 years. It's manual, so I have a lot of fun with it.
Me too. And I can't find any more manuals.
And it's part of the reasons I haven't upgraded to a new car is because it's so hard to find manual cars. It's sporty. I'll tell you, it's a Genesis Coupe. It's the very first Genesis Coupe. It's not the luxury Genesis. It's the Genesis Coupe. And I love it just the way it is, and that's why this is my song.
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Just the way it
that's
is.
so cute.
Just the way it is. And this is how the dating profile would look. Name, Genesis, 2010, but aging like a fine wine. Age, 15 and a half. But in car years, that means I'm still hot.
Nice.
Mileage, 161,000 kilometers. But don't worry, I still got plenty of tread left. Height, build, low, sleek, and curvy in all the right places. Relationship status, paid off, zero baggage, zero debt. About me, manual only. If you can't handle me at my clutch, you don't deserve me at my cruise control.
Wow.
Not big on tech, but I've got old school charm that modern models can't compete with. I may be a little older, but I'm reliable, loyal, and will never ghost you unless you forget to change my oil. Still gets looks in the parking lot, still makes the neighbors jelly.
Wow, it's a long TLDR.
Yeah. I hear you got to be detailed on the dating profile.
Do you?
You got to be intentional. I love that.
I love that.
Okay, Steph, lay it on me because your car, if anyone's been listening to the show.
I hate my car.
You and your car have a very special relationship.
Do we? I loved my Tucson, but it got into an accident, so I had to buy.
It got into an accident.
It got into
you
an
didn't.
No, it got
okay.
itself into an accident. And it was a write-off, which was so upsetting. So I had to look for a car. I wanted another manual. I got a Volkswagen, and I know I love my Volkswagens.
They're good cars.
But it was an older vehicle. It was a lemon. And it's caused so many problems. And so this is my song for my car.
It's not fair to deny me all the cross I bear that you did to me.
It is like the worst ex-boyfriend ever.
The best revenge song of all time.
Yeah, it's horrible, that car. And currently, for the last 2 years, I'm looking for a new vehicle and I can't find it. But its dating profile's kind of short and sweet. It says, looking for someone who loves a challenge, big on spontaneity, believes peace of mind is for suckers, high mileage, high maintenance. I'll take your money, your time, and still leave you stranded.
Wow, I do appreciate the honesty of your car. This car is telling you it's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
So if you swipe right, it's like, hey, man, as advertised.
Yeah, but the thing is that it didn't advertise itself to me that way.
Now it's more mature.
Now it's mature,
it's intentional and clear
realizes
and honest.
It's never going to find a partner again and probably just end up being sold for pieces.
You got it in its toxic phase.
Yeah. I need a new car.
Okay. Yeah. Well, listen, if you've got a thought on your car, you got something, you can hit us up on the text line. If you've got a dating profile for your car or a theme song for your car, drop us a text at 981-981.
You just want to buy my car.
If you want to buy Steph's car for how much?
I don't know, $2.
Couple hunch? Yeah, a couple bucks. Drop us a text at 981-981.
From CHFI Studios,
it's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
One of my favorite humans is in the studio right now, with apologies to producer Chris and producer Steph and Pooja, who's not here. Genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met. I'm not just talking about in the industry. Dina Pugliese is here from Breakfast Television. Give it up for Dina! Yes! What?
Guys, you know what's crazy? One of my favorite humans on the planet Earth happens to be here. Gurdeep, you know how much I adore you. You are a real one, not just in the industry, but period. You're such a good soul. By the way, Steph is my paisan behind the switchboard. Let's go, Calabria.
Yes.
And my new honorary Calabrese paisan is you, Chris. Thank you. You guys have an amazing team. Pooja, we miss you. We love you, and we hope you get better soon.
Yes, absolutely. So, Dina, of course, everyone knows you from Breakfast Television, and we're so happy that you're back. We've got you on in the studio. We keep an eye on what you guys are doing. Your studio is right underneath us, so we're physically close to each other every single morning, but we're not in to talk about Breakfast Television this morning. Dina, if someone told me you were hosting a competition, I would have guessed it was a dance-off. It's a bake-off. What made you want to host a baking competition with your new show, Bake Master Battle?
Okay, first of all, thank you. You guys make a lot of noise, so whenever I hear them upstairs, I'm like, guys, keep it down over there. But I got to tell you, when it comes to the Food Network, I've always watched Food Network shows. I grew up watching everything under the sun, and my good friend is David Rocco, and we know he's now
David Rocco.
Part of our family. Hopefully, he'll be on the show one day, too. He would love to sit with you guys. So it was a no-brainer for me. You know, I'm like, Food Network? What are we doing? They're like, Bake Master Battle. I go, battle? This sounds fun. It's a fun, friendly, family-friendly competition, which we need more of. And it's super creative. I used to love baking. It is a science. I'm more of a wannabe chef. And I'm now like you, G. I like the healthy bakes.
Okay, yep.
But when you see these bakers, they are true artists, create what they do in such a short time. It is inspirational, as are the judges. Do you guys know Is It Cake, the show? April
Yeah,
Julian?
of course. I've watched that.
Huge star. Love her. Fell in love with her even more. And, of course, there's Chef Dwight Smith, who's amazing as the judges. So I get to be there as sort of like the ringmaster of it all. I get to watch. I get to see what they're doing, watch it all unfold, challenge after challenge, and get truly inspired by them and the judges, the way they speak about these creations. It's like watching an artist paint. It's incredible. And they win $10,000. The lucky team at the end gets $10,000 from Instacart. So we're so happy to have them on board, too, because you just see them light up. They love baking, but then to get some cash, some dough at the end of it all.
I like what you did there.
There's also a lot of bad puns. A lot of bad puns in the show.
Love a dad joke.
Yeah.
Love a good pun.
Yeah.
So you mentioned April Julian. You mentioned Dwight Smith. It looks like you guys are having so much fun in the promos that are on TV. I love the promos that are airing. They're so much fun. I've been down to the Breakfast Television set. I've seen you with Devo and with everyone down there. You guys genuinely have fun. What's the vibe on set? Give us the behind the scenes of Bake Master Battle. Are you guys having as much fun?
Yes, but get this. The days are 16 to 19 hours long in a 1 hour episode. So there's 8 1-hour episodes. Okay. There's 2 for the Halloween season.
Okay.
So the premiere is going to be October 22nd, which is a Wednesday, full of woe when it comes to baking. 8 p.m. on Food Network or stream it on City TV Plus. So there's the Halloween 2 episodes, which wait till you see what we're dressed as too. Super fun. Then we have 4 for the holiday season, and then we have 2 for spring. So 8 total. It's a seasonal bake-off competition. 19-hour days were interesting. We started to go a little cuckoo-ca-choo.
How do you go 19 hours?
Well, lots of coffee. Lots of
dessert.
sampling, lots of dessert, more of that, please, and lots of fun. If you're not having fun, it's going to transfer on a show like that. Plus, we need to be there for the bakers. They're exhausted. They are sweating over all kinds of pots and pans and ovens, and we need to be there to remind them this is also a fun competition. We want to stress the fun part of it all, and so we would bring each other up. We would run jokes. They let us pull off a lot of shenanigans. It's not your average baking show. It's really crazy. We're going to take you on a fun ride. It's high-stakes competition, but so much fun. They let us misbehave in the best way.
Oh, my God. Okay, I can't wait to watch this. This is going to be so good. You mentioned October 22nd is the premiere. I love that it's seasonal because you're leaning into the times and the fun that people will really get on board with. Can we finish off with a really fun, dumb game?
Yes, please.
Okay, so
I love fun, dumb games.
This entire show. It's 4 hours of fun, dumb games.
Okay.
So we do a thing called Is It Real or Is It Fake on the show. So we thought we'd bake it or fake it with you. So I'm going to give you desserts, and you have to tell me whether this is a real dessert or whether I've entirely made it up.
Time to play Bake It or Fake It.
Yeah!
There you go, Steph. I just created a button for you.
We couldn't afford the intro, but we'll go with that one. It's Bake It or Fake It. Fluffy butter cakes. Fluffy butter cubes. Is that
butter cubes?
Fluffy butter cubes.
You had me at butter cakes. Butter cubes is a definite fake it.
You're correct.
Yes!
That's a fake it. No hesitation. Okay. Cinnamon Crinkle Pops.
Cinnamon Crinkle Pops, fun to say, definitely exists. I want to make it today. Yeah, it's real.
That's
No,
a fake it.
it's a bake it.
It's not real. It should be real.
You
said it's real. It's a fake it. It's not
It's
a
a
bake it.
fake
It's a
it?
fake it.
Oh, you had
But
me
you
at
can
that
make
one.
it. You
Okay,
can make
yeah,
it
I
if you
might
want.
make
You
it.
can make it a thing.
I'll make it real.
Cloudberry crumble. Bake it or fake it?
I feel like you're trying to throw me with your poker face.
Yeah.
You gave me a cloudberry
Pooja says I have
crumble.
the worst poker face. She says I'm
Yes.
the worst liar, so don't look at me.
You tried too hard to make it look like it's fake, which makes me think it's real. It's a bake.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Pooja's right. I can't lie. I
Oh,
can't.
Let's go.
Okay. Cherry noodle tort.
Sounds disgusting. I am not interested in trying a cherry noodle tort, should it exist. I am going to say that is a definite fake it.
You are crushing this. You're 3 and 1.
3 out of 4?
Okay, we got 3 more to go here. Bake it or fake it. Banana snow pudding.
Banana snow pudding. So there's
The emphasis
banana,
on the snow.
there's pudding. Maybe there's like some coconut. I'm going to say, I'm spitting on myself. I'm salivating at it. I'm going to say it is a bake it.
You are crushing it, Tina. You were made to do this show. Pink salad cake.
Oh my God.
That sounds disgusting.
Pink salad cake. Pink salad cake. It sounds absolutely terrible. Like you need Pepto-Bismol after. It is a fake it.
That's a bake it. That's real.
What?
That's real. I know. Okay.
What is the pink in the salad in it?
It's a retro gelatin-based dessert with whipped topping and fruit. Weird but real.
Oh, it's like a 70s concoction, that feels like.
Totally.
Yeah, no one's making that anymore.
We're going to finish strong. Is this bake it or fake it? Queen of puddings.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Yes, bake it. Queen of the puddings.
That is absolutely real. Dina Pugliese, you're a gem. I wish you could hang out all show.
I love you, Pooja. Miss you, Pooch.
Bakemaster Battle premieres October 22nd on Food Network Canada. Thank you for making the long commute all the way up one floor.
You know what, guys? I'll come back anytime, only if you come visit me on Breakfast Television.
Absolutely. And by the way, when we make too much noise, stop using the broom to hit the ceiling because we can hear that. It's a little loud.
Sorry, guys. Love you all. Thank you for listening and tune into Bakemaster Battle.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.